Good day everyone, I'm Reynalyn Jean Ifranda, your reporter today, together with Miss Abelido and Mr. Likiran. And we're going to talk about the Chapter 11, which is the investigation and interdiction. First, pag-compare muna natin yung investigation and interdiction. Yung investigation, through investigation, dito natin malalaman yung 6 cardinals of investigation, yung 5 W's and 1 H, yung who, what, where, when, why, and how. Pati malalaman na rin natin dito kung who collected, who handled, and who transferred the evidences inside the crime scene. By the way, yung pinag-uusapan pala na investigation dito ay patungkol sa mga drug operations. Next, yung interdiction o yung drug interdiction. Ito yung nag-refer dito sa effort to prevent the illegal transportation or sale of illegal drugs. Example niyan yung mga bypass operation, pati na rin yung mga checkpoints na ginagawa ng PNP. So, basically, yung drug interdiction is an act of interruption of illegal drug trade, even if it's in land, air, or seas. Next natin is, what is illicit drug investigation? Is necessary to enforcement agencies in building up relevant and competent evidence which are vital in the development of a drug case. Yung ano muna illicit drugs? Illicit drugs, if I am not mistaken, napasadahan na to ni Edudulion doon sa report niya sa chapter 6, yung drug dependence, na kasama yung illicit drugs sa 7 categories of drugs. Yung illicit drugs kasi are drugs whose purchase, sale, or use in generally prohibited by Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Law. Mga example niyan yung heroin, cocaine, hallucinogens, marijuana, shabu. So basically, the illicit drug investigation, the ultimate goal niyan is to prevent the harm and violence caused by illegal drug trades. Next, areas of illicit drug investigation. Number 1 is standard investigation. Usually occur when there is a complainant, victim, or witness who provides information concerning drug operations. Bakit tinawag siyang standard investigation? Kasi nga, kumpleto yung mga subject persons. Meron tayong complainant, meron tayong victim, meron din tayong witness na makakapagbigay ng information patungkol sa drug operation na mangyayari. Sabi dito, two aspects of such cases are somewhat different from those involving other forms of crimes. A, the need to secure evidence. Illegal drugs usually are not sold to strangers, which establishes the corpus delicti. Bakit nga ba natin kailangan i-secure yung evidence? Because the evidence is one of the greatest weapon in order to determine or even locate the perpetrator, at para lumakad na rin yung kaso. Sabi pa dito, which establishes the corpus delicti. Ano ba yung corpus delicti? Ayan yung body of crime. Ibig sabihin, ito yung fact na kung saan nagsasabi na mayroong crime na nangyari doon sa isang area. Paano mo ba masasabi na may nangyaring crime sa isang area kapag may evidence kang nakuha? Next, the frequent need to protect the witnesses from the drug dealers. Common sense na lang yan. Kahit naman hindi pa tungkol to sa drug operation or drug investigation, once na mayroong witness ang isang crime, kailangan silang protektahan. Next, surveillance and casing. Surveillance, which makes up much of the work of drug investigators, represent the most effective means of collecting information in this area. Both electronic and visual surveillance have proved to be valuable tools. So dito naman, minomonitor yung isang tao or isang grupo para makapag-gather ng information. Madalas ginagamitan ng mga intelligence dito yung mga codes or mga words, sa sila lang yung nakakaintindi for short and clear communication. Next, undercover and informant operations represents another means by which intelligence and information is collected. These techniques should be viewed in most cases as a feasible way to reach as high into the criminal enterprise as possible. Kung sa surveillance and casing, nagmo-monitor lang dito sa undercover and informant operations, kasama na sila doon sa area kung saan nangyayari yung crime. Nagdi-disguise na lang sila in order to para hindi malaman yung tunay na identity nila. Next, cooperative investigation has become very commonplace in the establishment of task forces and teams from successful drug investigation. From the word itself, cooperative, ibig sabihin mayroong collaboration na nangyayari. For example, sa drug investigation, pwedeng PDEA or PNP, pati na rin yung NBI and PNP. Basta mayroong two agencies na nagtutulungan para maging successful yung isang operation. Next, concepts of illicit drug investigation. Number 1, bypass operation is a form of entrapment employed by law enforcement officers as an effective way of apprehending a criminal in the act of the commission of the offense. Yung bypass operation, ito yung law enforcement strategy which is an entrapment na kung saan yung isang officer bibili ng illegal drugs doon sa suspect or doon sa seller with the intent of arresting the suspect once the transaction is complete. Next naman, search and seizure. A search warrant must be served within 10 days from its date of issue. Thereafter, it shall be void. Dito naman, isi-search yung person's home, vehicle, pati business para makakuha or baka may malaman kang evidence na may nangyaring crime o may nilalabag silang batas. Next, marijuana eradication involves the location and destruction of marijuana plantations, including the identification, arrest, and prosecution of the planter, owner of cultivator, and the escheatment of the land where the plantations are located. Dito naman sa marijuana eradication, dito yung mga pagsira sa mga plantation ng mga marijuana, pati na rin yung pag-arrest and prosecute doon sa owner ng plantation. Dito sa sinasabi na the escheatment of the land where the plantation are located, dahil nga diba nasira na yung mga plantation ng marijuana, ngayon may chance na yung plantation ay yung lugar na yon or yung lupa ay magiging sa gobyerno na with the due process of law. Next, checkpoint operation. No other form of checkpoints other than mobile checkpoint is authorized for drug enforcement and prevention operations. They shall only in conjunction with ongoing operation or situation or when there is need to arrest a criminal or fugitive from justice. Best example dito sa checkpoint operation yung nangyari sa Batangas na kung saan dahil sa checkpoint may nahuling passenger van na kung saan merong 13.3 worth na shabu doon sa loob ng van. So, because of checkpoint operation, ayan, may mga nahuhuli or nakukuha silang illegal drugs. Next, airport and seaport interdiction involves the conduct of surveillance, interception, and interdiction of persons and evidence during travel by air or seas. So, di ba sabi ko nga yung drug interdiction, it is an act of interrupting of illegal drug trade, even if it's in seas or land or air. So, ganun dito sa airport, doon sa air, yung sa seaport naman, doon sa seas. Pinipigilan nila yung illegal transportation of illegal drugs. So, that's all. Thank you for listening.